Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to the Quiffcast with me, Rob Baines, and Charlotte. Hi.
Hi.
There you go.
What's that?
I don't know. It was just a different take on your name.
Thanks.
So we thought, because this is the first. Well, is it the first? It will be. No, it won't.
What? I don't know what you're going on about.
Seems as we haven't done a film Quiffcast in like this year.
Yeah, because the last one was last year.
Last one was last year.
Yeah.
So this one, we thought we'd talk about a handful of different films that came out last year.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So films of 2016.
That we've actually been to see.
That we've seen, yeah, because we
Yeah.
can't really review any ones we haven't seen because that's just not possible. Impossible!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with some personal favourites. The sort of bias on the fact that we love superhero films. There's nothing wrong with any of the superhero films that existed in 2016.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So
that's not true.
that is it's
It's completely not true.
Well-
there is some really bad superhero films
well,
that came out in 2016.
we don't have to speak about that.
We
yet.
do.
Yeah, but I'm
just
go too overboard because just don't.
Arguing with your statement.
Just
'Cause
don't.
there is some terrible ones that came out last year.
Yeah.
And some really good ones.
Yeah.
But I'm just putting it out there. I disagree with you.
But the one that we are talking about, that would be a whole podcast for you for ranting.
It would.
So
But we have to touch on it today.
we have to touch on it
it was
'cause
a film in 2016.
So
And it was superhero based.
enjoy that later. So we're gonna start off with I think it's probably my personal favourite of the superhero films. Well, it's joint second, I think. Captain America. No, it's joint first. There's
I was
no
going to
first
say,
one. Yeah,
my
joint-
favourite, definitely joint second.
It's Captain America: Civil War, which is the second.
When did that actually come out last year? Was it halfway
was it?
through? Or
No,
was
it
it
was
like
earlier
right
than
at the
that.
beginning?
I thought it was around May.
May time.
Yeah. Basically, for those people who don't know, Civil War was a big. It was the third Captain America film, but it involved a lot more characters than just Captain America.
Captain
Characters.
America.
Captain
Good
America.
characters. Captain America.
And the good thing about it was touching on the
was
concept of hero versus hero.
It was touching.
It was touching and punching.
No, I didn't go.
It did because it's another form.
Of what?
Physical contact. So,
Alright.
what did you think of Civil War?
I enjoyed it. I was definitely Team Cap
Mm.
throughout.
I was team Stark, Team Iron Man
At the beginning.
at the beginning.
But then you realised that all the good ones were on Cap's team.
I know I like Iron Man.
I do.
You
And
like Black Widow?
I do like Black Widow. But.
Yeah.
I disagree. Well, no. I think Tony Stark's reasoning for the whole we must be governed thing was justifiable.
Yeah.
But I also agreed that Captain America stood by his principles because, he is, the American hero, so they believe in freedom.
America.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting for you to do that.
Yeah.
So he needs to be free instead of, governed by
I
the government.
Yeah, when I was seeing all the sort of all of Cap's beliefs. When I was watching the film,
I sided with him.
I sided with Iron Man just because I saw Cap's intentions to be he's trying to go against the things. He's not. He may be going. I think that they showed quite well that Cap can go a bit too far for what he believes in.
Yeah, but at the same time, if that was me, I wouldn't want to be governed.
No, that's true.
Not when I'm badass.
There was some great additions to Civil War. Obviously, my favourite character in the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Scott Lang as Ant-Man was in it, which was quite surprising actually, because he literally only just had his first film, the film before, and he had a bit of an upgrade with his suit and whatnot, and he had a really good moment in Civil War.
Oh, that's Giant Man.
Giant Man, yes, I was watching that airport sequence. I was shaking with excitement.
You were.
I was.
It was annoying.
It was that impacting. I thought it was really amazing, and Spider-Man was really good as well. I think
he was. I did like the new Spider-Man and I kind of like that they haven't gone into the whole backstory about Aunt May and his uncle and how he got his powers. They've just kind of gone,
you know the story.
This is you.
You know the story. Yeah, just do what you do.
Yeah, I think that worked quite well.
Yeah. I think all the characters were well used. I don't think any of the characters was. I'd like to see more of like Ant-Man and whatnot, but to be honest, it was a story.
In the film, the right amount.
Yeah, I think they all had a good moment. Each character had their moment.
Yeah. You got the people that were like staple throughout, and then the ones that added to the whole experience, which I think they did well.
Yeah,
they didn't like overdo it.
No, I think it was great. Next.
That was a nice transition.
Yeah. I think that's great. Doctor Strange.
I freaking love Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange was really good. The directing was amazing. The visuals were
It's one of those films that I get hooked on. I went to go see it 5 times in the cinema.
You're going to see it more times than me, which is surprising.
I did. With several different people.
Yeah.
Just as an excuse. I was literally inviting people that hadn't been to see it, saying,
you want to see it?
You want to see it? I'll come with you.
I don't necessarily want to see it. No, you're seeing it. You are seeing it today.
Yeah. It's like second to me doing the Guardians of the Galaxy, which I went to go see 9 times in the cinema.
Wow. Blimey.
I know, my wage goes on decent things.
But yeah, Doctor Strange was absolutely amazing. The visuals, the visual effects were just something else, to be honest.
That's out on DVD soon.
It is.
It is. I'll be getting it on Blu-ray, not DVD.
No, because why?
Yeah, exactly.
They don't do special features on DVDs anymore now.
No, they don't. It's just sad. But all the more reason to buy a Blu-ray.
Exactly.
No,
but
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all like the featurettes and how they did the effects.
Especially, for me, it was the last scene, how they were, not to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but like when they were trying to rebuild the sanctums.
Yes.
And the whole fight sequence in reverse, well, not them, but everything else in reverse. I was amazed at how they did that, because I thought, how can they top the floating cities sequence, which was in the middle of the film? I expected that to be somewhere near the end, looking at the trailer for the first time.
I never thought they'd use time as well as they did. I knew the time gem would be involved somewhere, but I never knew how it would be used. I think it was used very cleverly.
Yeah.
I think.
And not too much either.
No, I think it was... But I think that's another thing that you're going to see more of. It's obviously a big part of Doctor Strange.
Definitely.
I'm interested to see how he uses it in the future Marvel films.
He'll be in Ragnarok, won't he?
Yes, I think he is going to be in Ragnarok.
But due to his filming constraints,
we've just heard about this
morning, he won't be... Well, he'll be in Infinity War.
They never said that he'd be... They said Infinity War, but they never said about the second one, because that's an untitled film at the moment, so he might be in that one.
Right, okay. But
apparently in Infinity War, Benedict Cumberbatch won't be in it. There'll be a stand-in for Doctor Strange, which seems a bit weird.
I think he said that due to filming constraints, for some scenes he won't be in it.
Some scenes.
So what I'm thinking is that they'll try and get his big close-up shots of him acting for the main sequences, and then like ones like where he's like in a distance and fighting, they'd use a stand-in, which makes sense really, and then get Benedict to just like voiceover.
They can do quite a lot with CGI now, though, as well.
True, but I think that's something that they try and do.
Yeah, definitely.
Excuse me, I've got hiccups.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Doctor Strange 2 and seeing how that universe goes, because it's beautiful, the magic he does. Yeah, it's changed, because there's obviously with Ant-Man there's the quantum realm, but now there's all these different realms with adding
think
more
Doctor Strange
magic.
kind of tied that all in because they
Yeah.
did show bits of the quantum realm
Yeah, they did, yeah.
and the mirror dimension and Dormammu.
Dormammu! Okay, right. Okay, so, yeah, Doctor Strange.
I saw an advert
Lovely.
for the Doctor Strange coming out on DVD,
Yeah.
and it was literally like,
I love the social
"Please
media.
come to bargain,
Wow.
buy Doctor Strange on DVD."
Nice. I love all the social media stuff about Doctor Strange because they always try to do something weird with it. Like, there's 2 videos playing on the Facebook timeline, and then
Yeah.
suddenly, I'm showing this with my hands, but it's not going to help. But there's 2 videos showing, and then you sort of see him move from one video to another. So like mind bending, reality bending sort of things. I love how some of these films market themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
Beautiful.
looking forward to more Doctor Strange in the future. I'm definitely interested to see how he is in Ragnarok
Yeah.
because I know he's involved in that somehow.
I'm looking forward to that film that comes out this year.
Deadpool.
Now, this is a film that we went to go see on Valentine's Day
We did.
for a date,
Yeah.
and it's hands down in my top 5 films this year. It was spectacular. I'm really bad when it comes to saying when's my favourite film.
Yeah.
So I say that about a lot of things, but like Deadpool was brilliant.
I think it was very good for the budget as well because it was apparently a very low budget film. And I've spoken about this because I did a lot of it in my master's course, talking about it.
You did. I was a bit jealous you got to study Deadpool.
But yeah, Deadpool had a very low budget, and the marketing was amazing for Deadpool.
Definitely.
It wouldn't have been made if it wasn't for certain test footage being leaked onto the internet. So it's one of those films.
Massive fan base before it was released.
Exactly,
and I think that kind of pushed it through.
I don't think it would have been made if that test footage didn't get, in quotation marks, leaked.
Yeah. I thought that was some kind of like strategic plan that they had.
I think so.
Because Ryan Reynolds as a person is fantastic. And
Yeah.
he knew that people were clawing after like a proper Deadpool film because he's such a big character in the Marvel universe that if they made it family friendly, they wouldn't be doing the film any justice at all. It's the same with Wolverine.
Yeah.
That should be.
Well, the new ones are going to be.
I know. I'm looking forward to that one,
Yeah.
Logan. That's out in March, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm hoping they do Wolverine justice.
Yeah.
Instead of bringing him down family friendly, which he isn't.
No, I've seen the Red Brand trailer and it looks quite graphic.
badass.
Anyway, this is not about the future of films.
I know. I'm
But
sorry.
yeah, so Deadpool, the visual effects in that were amazing as well.
They were for what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. The opening sequence was one of my favourites.
Yes, that was amazing.
When we first saw that, I mean, we go to see it with the weird shaking chairs.
Yeah, we did actually. That was very
In
weird because
Middlesbrough.
like they did a thing where
That worked
when you're in a
film.
taxi, you sort of were shaking like as if you were in
a taxi.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. It was worth it.
It was
Some films wouldn't work with that though.
I don't think we haven't seen any film that worked as good as that, have we? We haven't really done. We haven't actually done it that much, really. But
because it's only available in the cinema. That's quite a distance.
Yeah,
You
I
have to take a
suppose.
train to get it.
Yeah.
But it's worth it, I suppose.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to say about that. Deadpool was just generally amazing,
brilliant.
and all very good choreography. The effects. One thing to say about the effects, I know there's a lot of explosions and slow down gunshots and everything, but there's also the fact that he's himself. No, that as well, yeah. That and the fact that Deadpool was in most scenes CG on the face because obviously they have to get a lot of expression out of the eyes.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of work.
I definitely think Ryan Reynolds was the best person to play Deadpool.
Yes, I don't think you could. It's one of those things like Wolverine, Tony Stark. You can't see anyone else in that role.
I know, but he brought a lot of Van Wilder to Deadpool, and that totally worked.
Yeah.
That totally did work.
Definitely.
Hands down, very good.
Right, so I'm just going to go through a few of these. We'll say we've seen these films. I think most of these we've enjoyed.
Most.
Yeah, most of them.
All right.
There was Zootropolis.
That was fantastic.
I went to see that
You were lucky.
I was lucky. I got to see.
It was out in cinemas.
Yeah, I got to see it as the first public audience to see it because of a visual effects con, and it didn't disappoint. It's got a lot of hidden messages actually, what people don't realise.
It works well for small children and caters to the older audience as well. I mean, it had a lot of like different like pop culture references. It had a lot of like different meanings. It touched on some touchy subjects, but to make people aware of it.
Exactly, yeah. It's sort of, without drawing too much attention to it. Yeah. It touched upon like racism,
sexism,
and just different cultures, I think.
Yeah, different cultures.
Just sort of presenting different cultures as different species.
It had not quotes. It had like references to Breaking Bad and drugs and stuff, and it was like the main theme throughout. These animals were being drugged, weren't they? Yeah, and it kind of highlighted like. Made you more aware about it. Yeah, about definitely. Drug use and stuff like that. And it's very well done. And the characters were brilliant. Mm-hmm. Definitely. I like the small guy, that the thief that was a baby.
Yes,
he's great.
That was great, yeah.
He's great. That was well done.
Yeah, that was Zootropolis in the UK, but if you don't know what we're talking about, that's Zootopia and everywhere else. I don't know why there's named things. Apparently it's because there's already a place in the UK called Zootopia and they couldn't use that word for copyright.
As in an actual town or
there was
a zoo?
There was actually something called Zootopia in the UK, so they had to change it and re-record additional dialogue.
All right.
But that's the reason.
That is.
Next one. Jungle Book.
Jungle Book was very well done.
I think, yeah.
A lot darker than the cartoon version, but it was better for like the people that have read the book. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And the musical numbers in it did not disappoint because I thought like, they can't really top the original.
It was odd,
but it was brilliant.
It was brilliant, but odd. I think like hearing Christopher Walken do the what was that song that he did? What did he do?
Was it the?
He played the big monkey.
Oh, like the gangster version of I can't remember now. It's gonna bug me. Yeah. But if you've seen the movie, the big orange orangutan who's like
Ooby-Doo, I wanna be like you.
It was like a 1950s swing.
He just the way he did it, it's just like never thought I'd hear that ever. And then who's it that played Baloo? It was...
I'm no good with actors. I love films, but I'm no good with actors.
Bill Murray did...
no, he definitely suited playing Baloo.
Yeah, I think... And the kid who played it as well. And
Mowgli. Some of the green screen effects that they did, they were posting them on Twitter, and... like really the bit where Mowgli's being like passed by all the monkeys is literally the small child being passed along by these people dressed in green. And it was hilarious because he's just like, put me down. It's just this green people just passing him from person to person. It was really good.
It was.
Very interesting on how they did it. Yeah. Very good.
Finding Dory, we saw that.
That was a good film. I enjoyed that. Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've seen Finding Nemo, so it was... it sort of picks up very nicely.
And I like what... they're doing with these films. I mean, they're bringing back Incredibles as well, aren't they? Yeah. At a point where...
it's becoming more nostalgic.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting new children to go and see them so that they'll watch the old films as well. And they are catering to the people that saw the original films like 10 years ago, which is me and Robert. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And bringing it back. And we're like, this is great. They've brought our favourite characters back from when we were kids. Mm-hmm. And it was a good film on its own. It was very good, very well done. Because I thought it'd be kind of like, it's going to be exactly the same story. Yeah. But it was really good. It was. It's another film I'm looking forward to seeing. Incredibles 2.
Yes.
I want them to bring in the Underminer.
I thought there's been words that they were going to do that, haven't there?
Yeah, because like I was hoping that would be like a sequel when it first came out. I was hoping that would be a sequel fairly soon, and then nothing happened. Yeah. I was like. Oh, well, the Underminer.
Wasn't that the game or something? They did something with the Incredibles game like that, didn't they?
I think so, yeah.
I heard something about that.
I played a little bit of the Incredibles game.
Yeah.
Not finished it though.
No.
No. It was on PS2.
Going back to superheroes.
Sorry. Well, if you want to do a whole podcast on this, I
recommend
would
I don't.
gladly oblige.
So, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Well, there's two films. We'll just mention them now, I think, because we'll do a DC thing anyway.
Robert just doesn't want me to go on about
I
them.
don't really want, because, time's precious. Batman vs Superman.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about that
Yep.
one.
And Suicide Squad.
Which I didn't mind.
No, I like Suicide Squad.
I liked it.
All the characters were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Portrayed very well.
I think that...
Different type of Joker.
I liked him.
Yeah.
I liked him.
It
I think
suited what they were trying to do with the film.
Yeah, and I think he's quite... Nothing really can compare to Heath Ledger.
No.
Because he was fantastic, but I think Jared Leto's kind of stepped into a big ask of him, and he's tried to portray the Joker from the original comic book series. And I think he's done it pretty well, trying to bring in gangster Joker to a more modern society.
Yeah.
And
Same with Harley Quinn.
Same with Harley Quinn. She's fit, but she did a really good job of Harley Quinn.
She did really, yeah.
But Jared Leto as the Joker, I think he was in the film the right amount.
Yeah, there was a bit of complaints, mostly from him, that he wasn't in it more.
Yeah, but I think it wasn't a Joker and Harley story. It was a
about
Suicide Squad story.
So I really enjoyed Suicide Squad.
I did. And weirdly, my mum and dad did.
All right.
Because I was expecting this is just a pile of rubbish. Why did you go and see this in the cinema? But my dad was like, that wasn't too bad.
No. Yeah.
Could have done without the Joker's laugh. That was one thing that... Yeah, that one. You could learn to breathe. That'd be great. But other than that, I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Sausage Party.
Now that's a film and a half.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I didn't.
The
Never
first
again.
song.
First song was interesting. We thought, oh, this is going to be quite
good,
good.
this
It's like,
good.
this is a nice good bit of humour. Then it just went weird.
It did. And
it kept on going weird.
I don't know whether it's family friendly. I won't
Not
say what
family
happened.
friendly.
So, yeah, I don't really want to speak about what happened at the end of the film.
Food sex.
Well, okay then. It's just one massive food gangbang at the end, which went on for at least 10 minutes.
It was a sausage party.
It was a sausage party, but it was just so graphic for animated characters.
Yeah, it was just God, I feel awkward watching this.
Yeah.
And they set up for a sequel, but I'd be very surprised if they do that.
They did, but I was just like, why? Why would you do this?
No,
why would you do
it's
this?
odd. It's a very, very odd film.
I mean, you were kind of looking forward to it because Paul Rudd was in it.
Yeah, but I didn't even recognise his voice.
He was the janitor person.
Yeah, I was like, what the...
He wasn't in it very much.
Anyway, BFG, that's another one that came out that was another...
That was really good.
And that's what they're doing. They're doing quite a lot of that in the future, bringing animated films
to the Iron Giant.
I really wish... I really want them to do that, yeah.
Because that would be amazing, because that's one of my all-time favourite films.
BFG and Iron Giant, really
BFG.
good films.
I can remember my granddad used to sing me the Snozcumber song.
Yes.
With the whiz pop and whiz bang.
Yes.
I think they did it really well in the film. I thought it was really good.
But it's modernising it and stuff, and I think it was all really, really well done, and the acting for both the parts were really good.
Definitely. Well, the little girl annoyed me at the start of the film, but I kind of grew to like her in a way.
Yeah.
But no, it was a very well done film, and it had dark elements, it had humorous elements. I thought it was very well portrayed for a one of those animated films that have been brought into the real life.
Yeah.
I think they've done that well. I'm looking forward to Beauty and the Beast. That'll be that's coming out this year.
Yeah.
Look at that hiccup, sorry.
But yeah, BFG is an absolutely great one.
Yeah.
And Fantastic Beasts.
That was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
We went to go see it in Birmingham, and
we did.
We because we were at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Just drop that in there.
We always saw 2 films. We saw Doctor Strange again and Fantastic Beasts.
And Fantastic
with
Beasts.
Ash, who's editing this, and your last episode, Ash. You know Ash? Do you know Ash? I think you know Ash.
But it actually got a standing ovation by
it did.
the
And I was like, what
people
the
in the
hell's
cinema,
going on
and we
here?
were like, "What is going
They
on?"
can't
But we
hear
joined
you.
in.
Yeah.
We joined in, but it was brilliant. It deserved a standing ovation, but it was kind of weird in the cinema.
Yeah, it was weird. Very weird. And the thing I like about Fantastic Beasts is it didn't have that many references to Harry Potter.
No, it didn't. It was a good film all on its own, and
There was like references to
like
Dumbledore
and
everything.
Hogwarts,
Yeah.
but like
It was its own stand. I think it's nice that they're sort of building another.
I took my little sister to see it, and she loved it.
Yeah.
And my mum was like, "Oh, that's a bit dark compared to Harry Potter." But I was like, "Well, if you think about it, we've kind of grown up with Harry Potter, and now it's tailoring to like a young adult audience. Yes, there's some elements that draw in the younger audience as well.
Yeah.
Because my little sister's 11, she's obsessed by Harry Potter, and she absolutely loved Fantastic Beasts. But I like how it was like an adult Harry Potter, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. I think it was very well done.
Very well done. Very quite dark in some areas, but
Yeah.
it worked well with the film, and
Definitely.
the actors were fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And finally, the last film I saw this year, I don't know. We saw quite a lot of them this year. X-Men Apocalypse.
That was a good film. I enjoyed that as well.
I did. I think it was very epic.
It was.
It's showing all the different. Well, there's even more X-Men bringing their classic characters back and showing their younger versions. I think probably the highlight for most people would be again the Quicksilver scene.
Oh yeah, no, that was very well done.
Very well done. And looking at the behind the scenes of that, sort of seeing how they did it, very amazing.
I think the girl who played Jean Grey did it really well as
yes.
well.
Yeah, definitely.
Very well.
And you find out how he gets bald.
Yeah,
Charles
that
Xavier.
was great.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, now he's
That's
bald.
I mean, I was thinking, how are they going to explain this? Is he just going to shave his head? It's a good way to get lose
bald.
your hair.
It's a good way to get
Saving
bald.
the world.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah. But yeah,
It was
X-Men's
very
really good.
I enjoyed it. My dad didn't. I was just like, right, okay, Dad, I really want to watch this film. I walked into HMV 3 times to go and pick it up, only to be told, oh wait, it's not out until next week. Oh wait, it's not out until next week. I felt really sad.
Yeah.
I kept coming in. It's like, where is it?
I want to watch it.
I want to watch it. Bought it. Showed me Dad, and he was like, oh well, I'm not into superheroes anymore. But he watched Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And I put it on, and he was like, "Oh, it's all right," and then fell asleep. My mum loved it,
Yeah.
but then he was like, "I'm going to bed." I was like, "All right," and I'm just like, "I've waited for ages for this film. I thought you'd enjoy it." No, very surprising, my dad.
Yeah.
Very surprising, but no, I really enjoyed X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah. And finally,
well, I went to go see this film because I am a very big fan of zombies. I took my sister Eleanor. She's 19. I can't remember how old Elle is, but I'm useless. We went to go see The Girl with All the Gifts. Now, Robert's not a fan of horrors, but me and Eleanor's read the book, and she really enjoyed the book and said, look, it's a zombie film, might be a bit dark, will you take me? And I was just like, yeah, because I like zombies. It is one of the best films I have seen in a long time. For like being a zombie film, which to be honest, a lot of them nowadays aren't very original. There was a very good twist on it. If you like The Last of Us, which Robert doesn't because apparently it killed his PS3, it didn't. Your PS3 just needed a hoover out because it was dusty.
Carry on.
Sorry. We're over time now. It was like a mushroom-based zombie apocalypse, which basically is The Last of Us, but they had a budget of £4 million. And what they did with it is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I would highly recommend seeing that film. I can't give it enough praise. Out of all of them last year, that's the one that stood out for me.
Good, because I wasn't with you.
No, not just that, because it was a fantastic film.
Yeah.
fantastic film, and I am going to make you watch it.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that is a good selection of the films 2016. But before we go, got a word from our sponsor.
We have a sponsor.
We do, right? So Quifco is...
It's not a sponsor, it's not real.
It is. It is. In one universe, it is. You
Not
can't
real.
argue with that.
Yeah.
So, Quifco has got a new superhero maker. It's basically a fridge, right? It's basically it's made from old refrigerators, and it uses a miniaturized particle accelerator, and it basically makes you a superhero, or kills you, but that's a risk you have to take. So for the small price of 100k pounds,
I'm just listening to you
Yeah.
because this is just fascinating.
yeah, you can potentially become a superhero.
Right.
There is at the moment a 33% success rate, which is quite good.
Rubbish.
So
So it's 66%.
there's a waiting
die.
list. There is a waiting list, but you know, you could potentially become a superhero or a
Standing in the
superhero.
fridge.
Yes, it sort of judges whether or not you be a bad guy.
What, and kills you there and then? If you
Yeah,
are?
if it can foresee you becoming bad. So, yeah,
Right.
if you're gonna go in there with bad intentions, you know, maybe think twice. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Yeah, don't yawn.
Oh, God.
It's a sponsor. Okay, so yeah, sign up at www.quifco particle accelerator refrigerate that makes you into a superhero potentially .com.
The potential in there.
And sign up for your first. It's a free trial. There's 1 month's free.
Where do you think this up?
No, I don't. I'm just reading it off the website.
We don't have a website.
Because obviously it does take a while for you to change to a superhero. Takes about a year, so you have to stay in the fridge for a year. But you know, it's good stuff.
Can I put you in a fridge for a year?
Anyway, thank you for watching. No, you're not watching this. Are you watching this? Close your eyes. Thank you for listening to the Quiffcast with me, Rob Baines, and Charles Ryan.
Can you actually pronounce
Nope.
my name properly, please?
Don't forget to subscribe and leave a rating. We'll see you next time, people of Earth. Bye.
Goodbye. Can you stop recording again, please?
Again.
Again, because you did this to me last time.
Bye.